Hi everyone, this is Veronica and today we are going to talk about Titli cyclone which recently hit the coast of Orissa, and it is referred as rarest of rare cyclone. Why it is called rarest of rare cyclone, today we'll learn that. So along with this, if you need my video updates, you can follow me on Instagram, and for the PDF of the lecture it will be uploaded on my Facebook and my Telegram group, our channel. So guys, this is a channel StudyIQ. If you're preparing for any government exam, our pen drive courses are also available, and for additional information you can log into our site or you can call on these numbers. So let's start. So before that, what is the relevance? So RIMES, about RIMES, what is this organization? What is the full form of this? You should know for your prelims and your MCQs for other government exams. And for UPSC, especially the static part, you should know all about cyclones, their origin, features, and how it is different from typhoon and hurricane, and obviously about RIMES. And for the dynamic and current part, what was Titli cyclone? You should know that because it is one of the rarest cyclone we had in the past. And India's preparedness, what needs to be done? Such questions can be asked in your mains, in your geography paper, that is your paper 1, GS1, right? So let's talk about why it is in news. So for RIMES, as I told you, when we'll expand it, it is the Regional Integrated Multi-Hazard Early Warning System for Africa and Asia. We'll learn about this in the end of the lecture. So now let's see what is the background of this lecture. See, the severe cyclonic storm, that is Titli, it left more than 60 people dead, mainly due to landslide in interior Gajapati district of Orissa. Odisha. So it is Gajapati district. So the Regional Integrated Multi-Hazard Early Warning System, that is RIMES, for Africa and Asia, it is a 45 Nation International Organization on Disaster Warning has termed Titli as rarest cyclone. It has hit this coastal area on 10th of October this year, 2018. So now why it is called rarest? So it is explained in the terms of its characteristics such as recurvature. What is recurvature? That this cyclone had changed its path after landfall. So first of all, to understand why it is rarest, you should know how are cyclones formed. So that I'm not going to tell you in this video because there's already a video available on our channel, how are tropical cyclones formed. So in that video you will learn that for a cyclone, what are the necessary things. What is one is low pressure, intensified low pressure is needed. Next thing is heat, almost a temperature more than 26.4 degree is needed for a constant time, for a long time. And third is moisture, right? So these things are needed for a tropical cyclone to form, and then it starts moving towards the coast or wherever it goes. So there is a particular direction of cyclone, and when it changes a direction, it is known as recurvature. So here you can see recurvature after landfall, and usually a cyclone dies out when it touches the coast. It is known as landfall, that from after the sea or ocean, when it struck your coast, that it is called landfall. So it is moving in this direction, but here you can say this cyclone changed its path due to various factors. So see, recurvature after landfall, when the eye of storm passes over the land, it is classified as landfall, and the eye of hurricane has comparatively light winds and mild weather, while the eye wall of a ring of thunderstorms surrounding the eye. Now the eye wall can actually hit land without the cyclone making a landfall. So here you can see that how the Titli has recurved in land and travelled to southern and central Orissa district, far from the coastal zone. It retained its destructive potential after landfall for more than 2 days, causing heavy rainfall and landslides. Thus, Titli proved to be all-dimensional hazard and non-coastal for usually it hits and is destructive for only coastal areas, but Titli proved to be harmful and destructive for non-coastal areas as well, right? So that is why it is known as rare, because it changed its path. So now see why Titli has surprised the Indian Meteorological Department of Odisha. Okay, because Odisha received some heavy rainfall spells that too towards the end of monsoon season in September, and the land was very moisture. And what I told you, what is necessary for a cyclone? Heat, then moisture. It is very necessary for cyclone to sustain itself. So when it hit the land, if it had been dried, it would have died out, but the land was moisture because of the rainfall Odisha received few months back. This cyclone was active even after 2 days after its landfall. So the spells were brought by low pressure area in the morning around 5th of September over northwest Bay of Bengal and the vicinity, that eventually became a well-marked low-pressure area by the evening of the same day. So it evolved into a depression and further intensified. So finally, it weakened as it crossed the West Bengal coast and moved northwestwards. Under the influence of the system, widespread and very intense rainfall had occurred in Odisha here, right? Such events leave the land surface very moist. As I told you, lot of rainfall had happened in Odisha. It left the land very moist. Okay, since land surface processes are still inadequately parameterized in numerical weather prediction models, these interactions are not properly captured and hence not predicted well. As such, the IMD, that is your Indian Meteorological Department, calls Titli the rarest of rare cyclone. I hope now it is clear. Now see, the danger was not limited to the coast. This is the timeline of Titli, if you can see. I got it from Google somewhere. So here you can see that around 11th of October it had hit the coast, and then how it recurvatured itself, right? So danger was not limited to the coast itself, because the state government actions linked to the cyclone risk management is heavily focused on the coastal areas where cyclones cross at their peak intensities. So therefore, coastal areas now have been largely well managed through evacuations and other protocols, leading to zero casualty in these areas, in the coastal areas. So the highest number of casualty which occurred in Titli cyclone, they occurred in a village called Baraghara. Okay, maybe it is pronounced in some other way because names are like the spellings are Baraghara. Okay, Baraghara. This is a village in Gajapati district, and it had maximum destruction due to landslides, and people did not evacuate as the risk is unknown and also not expected. There was no pinpointed forecast available what will happen where. So that is why the danger was not limited only to the coast. Now see, we'll talk about this organization RIMES. So RIMES, as I told you, it stands for Regional Integrated Multi-Hazard Early Warning System for Africa and Asia. So it is intergovernmental body, and it was established on 30 April 2009. About RIMES, you should know it is very important for your prelims, and it was registered with UN. It is also registered with the UN by 1st July 2009. Okay, so it operates from its regional early warning center located at the campus of Asian Institute of Technology. Okay, that is in Thailand. Right, I must have written here. So it is in Thailand, right? This institute is in Thailand. So RIMES evolved from the efforts of countries in Africa and Asia in the aftermath of 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. You all must have heard about it. So it aims to establish a regional early warning system within multi-hazard framework for the generation and communication of early warning information. Now, RIMES caters to differential needs and demands of its member states by enhancing capacities for end-to-end multi-hazard early warning. In particular, what it do, like it manages hazard monitoring, then risk assessment, then there is potential impact analysis, then there is generation of tailored risk communication. All this is done by RIMES organization. Now after Titli, what we have learned from this? So this OSDMA, you can see here, it is Orissa State Disaster Management Authority. So you know, this topic is also important for your disaster management also, right? Like what we can learn from this. So but every surprise like Titli, it comes with a critical opportunity that we should improve the current system. So translating all these impacts into actionable and location specific early warning information for disaster managers and residents remains a challenge for rare cyclones that cause secondary impacts. Because what are the primary impacts? That it will hit only the coast. And what could be the secondary impacts? Like landslides, okay, that happened because of the Titli cyclone. Okay, so these residents remains a challenge for such kind of things remains a challenge for rare cyclones that cause secondary impacts away from the coastal region, such as localized landslides. So on top of the agenda, the RIMES report states that this gap should be addressed to develop a system for translating cyclone movement and strength into the sector and location specific impacts. So this needs a robust system for risk assessment and impact based early warning. Okay, so this is what we can learn from this. So this is all about today's lecture. If you have any queries, you can contact me. You can join my Telegram channel for the PDF. Thank you.